Oh, that's a big Mac. Shit. Alright, take out the little guys first, I guess.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that?
If I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
I think we get a pet cat in our apartment. Free pussy. I just saw that you said that. Okay, so as usual, we're intercepted on our way to do a quest. But this is good. We wanted to do this the other night, but it wouldn't let us continue, so...
Come out! Let's solve this like warriors!
Pick your head up and we'll see who's a warrior. He's missing a whole face. Alright, bring it. Come here, jockey. Oh, there's a finishing move. Probably right. That probably was what needed to happen, but I just can't trust her.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
Push him down. Oh, I missed. Oh, how do you like that in your lens? Push him down. That's it. Ooh.
No one can help me now.
Yeah, there's something going on with this whole group.
Die fighting!
What are you fighting?
Fighting what?
Whoa, shit. Okay, this is where the Varen are. Groovy. Oh, this place is rooted. Look how destroyed it is. Yes, take all of those. Whoa, shit! I do not know which way we're supposed to be going. Hopefully it looks alright for present day. Lesser of two bad choices.
She calls this entrance the victim's door.
Okay, well that door there, where does it lead?
I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. I'm guessing we're gonna have to fight that. I bet that comes to life. Burn it. Burn it. Oh, I think I accidentally sent her on fire. Sorry, Lily.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my...
Boom. Level up. Nailed it. So he lied to us. Yeah, I agree, Kid Crash. The Grey Wardens are badass. Seems rather feisty.
Shit!
Ah, set off the car alarm. Nice one. Ah, I've already been here and scanned everything when I was just out dicking around. So, dick. That's fine. I don't mind taking him out. Oh, wow, there's heaps of them. Blow some shit up. Yeah. Throw a nade, throw a nade. There we go. Oh, rude. Down.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
Yeah, it's surprising how many people know about us being a warden.
You in your place.
I cannot intervene, I can only watch. Yes, Davitt, I am the master of compliments. That's how I get it done. I do have the stealing skill. I'm not good at it, but I do have the skill.
Are you done yet?
This is how you unlock the duelist specialization if you want to allow your rogues to learn duelist. Ta-da! That's what we've just done. Support the Grey Wardens. So the Griffins will rise again. Oh, we can use our blood magic finally. Turn on blood magic to save all our allies. Take out all the dickheads. Yeah, that went really well. Look out for the spazzy floor. PT is epic. If they're on your good side, they save your life. If you're on their bad side, they take your life. Oh, boom. That broke a bunch of stuff. Always leave via the main door. Sneak in the side and come out the front. That's how we roll. Is he being naughty and out playing where he should not be playing? So is this the Just Ads channel that just shows ads? Is that all they do?
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
Be glad to not have to come back to this planet again. Get him! Hard hit! Hard hit! Another big one. Yes! Fucking slow. They still got us, but... Oh, look at them all. There's bloody heaps of them. And let's just push these dickheads off. Ah! Neck minute. Ship engulfed in vines. BD's the real hero.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Ooh. What does that mean? Don't take out my younglings. Your outfit has changed. Ooh.
Had a bad feeling I'd see you here.
Yep. Oh, come on. Give us my turn to hit you. No, you're just trying to take the extreme of everything. Too many people do that in our world today as well. Oh, you like yellow. Well, does that mean you hate red? No, motherfucker. Who mentioned red? Only the Sith deal in absolutes. We are 3 mages and a rogue. Hells yeah.
Do not make a fuss over me. Let us be on our way.
Oh, well, you're welcome. There.
Are you at all curious about my exile?
Yes, I'm very curious.
Humans near where you met me.
Stop being such a biatch. He's gonna, like, he's got a crush on her, hasn't he? He's not very subtle about it. Come on, Ines, I got your seeds. Somehow use my sister to get higher ranks. We'll have to find out. Oh, knock it off. Haven't I told you not to talk about my sister that way? This ain't no hentai game. Calm down. I meant the plural. What is the plural for Santa Clauses? And is there a collective noun for Santa Clauses? Santai. Alright, cool. The plural for Santa is Santai. I like it. And what's the collective noun? A sack? A sack of Santai. A Christmas of Santai. Oh, that's a good one, Don. Well, I don't exactly have a house, you see?
My apologies.
I will not. My victories have earned me your respect.
Your skills are impressive.
I'm the victim here. I was kidnapped.
You do not speak until the Shapers have judged you.
Do a mad jump. Oh yeah, mad flips. Yeah, I knew these were gonna come to life. Take many bullets to the face and shoulder. But we got him. Dodge. Ow, that was not a dodge, Al, that's a fail. Well, I made that look harder than it needed to be. Oi, turn around. That's it. 2 in the face. 3 in the face. Hey. Oh, 1 shot. Oh, I've got an achievement. 2 for the price of 1. Flare gun. Oh yeah, I should shoot some flare gun shots. Don't. Why? Stop dropping useful equipment. This is a bad place. Oh, don't worry, Grizz. I'ma kill some dudes. We gon' take people out. Murder time. Oh, reload. Smart bullets. Holly. You don't need a face.
They're on us. Beautiful. I'll help.
Down he goes. Oh, I love this song on the radio.
It's what goes in my my YouTube videos at the start and the end.
Good morning, Night City, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. How are we doing? So, we've got a few people. What have we got? We've got Wine O'Clock, Bar O'Clock, Monkey 47, also Jin. Yep, great. Hey, Vito, awesome. Thanks for coming along, Vito. And whilst we're, before we close the stream, whilst I remember, check out Vito's Twitch channel. So Vito does streaming as well, which covers Mass Effect as well, which makes sense because Vito's such a fan. He's looking at getting some epic tattoos done, and we're seeing some of the art progression on our Discord server, which is awesome. So yes, check out Vito's channel as well. Slow gin. So it's a type of gin, hey? Well, that still sounds excellent to me. So Frosty, your official offer of work, accepted that and got your first shift on the 26th. Booyah, nice, that's awesome. So good to see that progression. Acing, you know, going for the interview, success, acing the RSA, success, and now it's actually coming together. So thank you for keeping us up to date on that. I think, Grizz, you thought you just drank slow. Or you thought Sparkle Sauce drank slow. I know Sparkle Sauce, she does not drink slow. There is some pace. Yeah. So meanwhile tonight, hopefully everything's coming through okay. So I've made a few adjustments just to the setup I've got here. Shouldn't be too noticeable. The lighting is a little bit different, so I'm trying to get the right level of lighting without making myself go blind with the green screen working correctly. Hopefully it stays all good. Mic is mounted differently. Hopefully that's all audible. It's more out of the way. But hopefully still clear, but we'll still make adjustments as we go along. But if something goes a bit weird, just let me know. Dad jokes. No, dad jokes. Don't worry, dad jokes and puns, they're very welcome here on this channel. That is very much the kind of humor that we strive for. Looks good for now. Awesome. Thank you very much. Hopefully it all works. I might need to make some other lighting channel changes at some stage. Elvin, welcome back. Elvin, great to see you. Thank you for coming along. So, tonight's session, we're going to explore the other endings in Mass Effect 3. We did the synthesis ending in our last session. We had a little bit of discussion after that. There's 3 other endings for us to take a look at. So what I'm thinking we'll do tonight, and I'm open to suggestions, is we'll go through the endings. We might even take a different path in talking to the Elusive Man, just to see what happens there. We'll explore the other endings and their aftermath. We'll take a look at the Mass Effect 4 trailer, and we'll take a look at the Mass Effect Andromeda trailer. We'll see how we're doing for time, but we'll probably start Mass Effect Andromeda tomorrow. We'll probably have a shorter session tonight, and then we'll start clean with a fresh palette tomorrow for Andromeda. We'll play it out. We'll see how we go. We're doing the shootings, yes. There might not be much shooting tonight, actually, because we've kind of done that to get up to the point for now just playing through the other endings. So, yeah. And Sparkle Sauce, you need to chat. You need to discuss the endings. Need to decompress. You have thoughts? Excellent. We're going to delve into that. Frosty's got wine, snuggles from the cat, and an open document in front of you, so you're all set. That's excellent. Are those is that Word doc for this game, or is that for another game? Because heads up, everyone, Frosty has been pinging me with some suggestions on details what we should do for The Witcher when we get to the Witcher series. So now I'm really excited to start playing through The Witcher, because we're going to have a nice sort of, hopefully relatively organized approach, like how I was with Mass Effect. I was more familiar with Mass Effect, but less familiar with The Witcher in terms of how to bundle things together and the progression. So Frosty's helping me with that, which is super exciting. And we're not touching The Witcher for a few months, but that gives us enough lead time to get organized and set it up for them. So that's going to be really fun too when The Witcher comes around. And we're going to do a full playthrough. So I've talked about in the past skimming through The Witcher 1. I think we'll play right through The Witcher 1, but we'll avoid the dull or boring bits, or I'll do them off stream. I'm going to see what I can do, if I can find any more mods to upgrade the graphics, and do like a remastered with mods like we've done with some of the other games. So that should hopefully be cool. Witcher 2 I've already got installed and already mastered with mods, so that's good to go. For Witcher 1 we'll work through that as well, so that's going to be the plan. Human being. Yeah, Elvin, we will do the full Witcher series, yes. But first, once we've finished Andromeda, we're going to go through the remainder of the Dragon Age series, and then Witcher will come after that. That's the plan. Yeah, how's your house, human? Is no more fire danger tonight? No more smoke challenges? The Rise of the White Wolf is a good base mod to lead off. Just you need to delete a couple files. Sounds fantastic. I will definitely do that. Thank you very much. That sounds great. Stuffs up one of the potions with him. Okay, no problems. The human being house is all right. Not too many dramas this time. Hopefully it stays the same. Hopefully no more issues. But saddle up. I'm topped up. I'm ready to go. Cool. So Mass Effect 3. Now I think I know how we can also ninja the autosaves and make a copy of the autosaves so that we don't have to go through the whole sequence again. It was wrong. Slow gin is incredible. Of course that's good. That'll be good. Right, so load game. Okay, we can start. You've got your gin and snacks and Audi. Oh, that's good. Thank you for your permission. So, I think I made a copy of the save file. Yes. So, Citadel the Return. This should plop us back in. Here we go.
We need to regroup. Fall back to the buildings.
Power's wiped out. All forces, retreat.
Don't think I can skip this bit, so we gotta watch it again for a refresher. But Shep's still kicking. Can I pause? I can't pause. Anyway, as we work through here, remember last time we worked through here, we stopped the other bad guy, and then we took the route of synthesis. We'll talk more about that shortly. We opted for the ending where both organic and synthetic life gets merged into one life type. Oh, come on, Shep. Yeah, here we go again, just enough. Completely different wood stacking technique this time around. Okay, to protect the fire, good idea. Oh shit, I was not looking. Rude. Oh, that's a miss. Come on, shoot it in the face. There we go, that's in the face. I cannot make this sequence go any faster. But Shep will pick up pace in a second. Here we go. All right. All right, so we're beamed up onto the Citadel. Meanwhile, the Normandy flies away. Can't skip this either. Alright, so this is the battle, a refresher of the Reapers versus the galaxy outside of Earth. And that Reaper's just grabbed hold of his ship. Yeah, Hackett does well. He seems to avoid all the danger himself. It's still a bit raw, so the ending's still a bit raw. Yeah, the ship designs are actually pretty good in this game. I really like all of them.
We've got reports that someone made it to the Citadel.
Because they're unique
We need to give them time to get those arms.
without being silly.
All fleets converge on the Crucible. Protect.
The shuttles look like rubbish though, and they all look the same. All the sky cars and the shuttles look a bit average. Alright, so there's the Keeper just foraging through dead people. Ew. Vito, you're not a Jin fan. What do you like?
Shepard.
I like pretty much anything. I'm not fussy.
Shepard.
Alright, so let's relive this bit where we get up and we make our way to Anderson.
Anderson, you up here too?
Spiced rum, yeah.
We didn't come out in the same place. Oh, at least I don't think we did. What's your surroundings look like? You okay?
Just gotta keep moving.
So we are a little bit back, so we still got to go through the Anderson stuff and the Elusive Man.
Sounds familiar. I'm in a dark hallway. Reminds me of your description of the collector base.
Makes sense.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
Sure. They round them up on Earth, then send the people up here to be processed.
Goddamn abomination. I'm gonna keep moving. The sooner we blow these bastards back to hell, the better.
So, although we are going back through some stuff, I've got a plan on how we can manipulate the save files to stop us having to do it again for the next two endings.
Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to.
But we're also, I thought we might try going Renegade on the Elusive Man.
Anderson?
One of the walls here just
Take him out.
aligned itself. The place is shifting, changing.
There's
And more hallways like the one I was in.
Keeper Boy. Kraken, I love Kraken. Vito, I'm right there with you. Kraken, Captain Morgan, all of them.
I see something up ahead. Might be a way to cross over.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
Where do you think you're at?
Just found that chasm you were talking about.
Hold on. I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on
Yep.
Anderson? Damn it.
Now I can't save. Up here is where we get to Anderson. Let's walk up. Well, let's pause for a second. So my idea for how we can manipulate the saves is it updates, it creates an autosave. What we do is we simply duplicate that file and we grab the file name for manual saves and rename it and increment it. That's how we get around the system locking us out from saving and only keeping autosaves. There we go. Now we've got a save that takes us up to just before when we started walking. Krispy Kreme biscuits range is gross. so not recommended, eh? Elvin, you wanted to skip ahead, but we're live. Oh, sorry, we can't skip the boring bits yet. Oh, there we go. Now it's just on another save. That's actually the one I want to... all right, we can do that. We can do it. So we go copy, paste, change the name. Let's overwrite it here. this is going to be boring to watch. I apologize, but it will speed up for us when we go through the other endings shortly. Okay. Let's go here. Let's talk to Anderson. I will skip through the dialogue as best I can, as most appropriate. We've seen it before. And some of it's a bit too raw for some people.
Anderson!
Anderson is stuck. He is controlled.
Shepard! I can't!
I underestimated you, Shepard.
Elusive man.
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if necessary.
Alright, I can't skip this yet.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so, Admiral.
Alright, we're going renegade on him.
Why waste your time with us if you can control the Reapers?
Because I need you to believe. When humanity discovered the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays should be destroyed. They were scared of what we'd find. Terrified.
Wow, I really can't skip any of this.
But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold. But...
Full control.
only if we can harness their ability to control.
Bullshit. We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
Renegade.
Maybe you're just so hungry for power that it's clouded your vision.
No. No. It's not that simple.
Isn't it? You're willing to give up anything for control.
Yes. If not me, then who? Are you going to control the Reapers?
There's always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control them.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
It all sucks that we forced to shoot Anderson.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen to, Shepard? An old soldier stuck in his ways, only able to see the world down the barrel of a gun? And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the answer?
Then open the arms, let the Crucible talk, and use it to end this.
I will.
Do it!
I know it will work.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
No! I'm in control! No one is telling me what to do!
You're not in control.
You're indoctrinated.
No! No! The two of you so self-righteous. Do you think power like this comes easy? There are sacrifices.
You sacrificed too much.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control them. I know it can. I just...
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
I can't do that, Commander.
Of course you can't. They own you now.
You You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
Renegade. It is depressing to see it again. It's hard, isn't it? But fortunately, at least we've been through it, and you know we're in a fresh new session, so it's all right. We won't watch this again. I'll manipulate the saves so we can skip it for the other endings. A renegade on Elusive Man. He has failed humanity. He's failed himself.
You're weak and you're selfish. Because of you, humanity will suffer.
No! I saved humanity!
No! You sacrificed us for your own selfish wants, your lust for control.
No! No!
Yes.
You were supposed to protect us, and you failed.
No! I am the savior of humanity. I am the pinnacle of our...
Yes! I had to prompt, but I got it. There we go. That's more satisfying, I think. It is more satisfying taking him out ourselves. Dick. Yeah, that was much better, right? I really wish I'd done that the first time round. Thank you, baby Jesus, we shot him. We sure did. Yeah. That is more satisfying. To get the right renegade elements.
I wish you could see it like I do, Shepard. It's perfect.
And he's down. Maybe double tap? Probably should double tap just to be sure. Nope, no double tap. Alright. Now the Citadel opens, the Crucible docks.
This is it, everyone. The alarms are opening.
Somehow the Reapers are not, like, going apeshit on this in space. It's alright, we'll take it. So, not as much, not as much better as shooting the kid, the Crucible kid. Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. Human has standards. Sure does. Once that satisfying, the satisfying shots.
That's it. The Crucible is docked.
Giant space vibrator. I know. It really is. Giant sex toy. Yeah, I can't skip any of this either.
Commander?
We did it.
Yes, we did.
We saved the day, except nothing's happening yet.
Quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
So these endings have, you know, they have a bit of feels. They hit a bit, especially with the journey that we've been on throughout the whole trilogy. But I still find that the endings in Cyberpunk hit harder than this stuff. Does anyone else have a similar opinion? Like,
I'm proud of you.
Cyberpunk had a lot of feels, especially in the end chapters, I reckon. More so than this. Green Paylars, can you say the N word in here? Probably not. Depends on what the N word is, I guess. Ah, you didn't watch or see, watch or play Cyberpunk. Yeah, fair enough.
What do you need me to do?
Cyberpunk, massive feels, absolutely. Especially some of the endings on there. Fucking brutal. Absolutely brutal.
It's gotta be something on your end.
Oh, yeah, ME2 would be hard if you don't make the right choices and you lose people. That's a good point.
I don't see. I'm Not sure how to...
Alright, Shepard. The magic elevator will take you there. Bucklesauce, you missed all of the end of Cyberpunk. Oh, that's right, because you were having a baby. Oh, maybe you should go back and check the YouTube playlist, because I did a little choose your own adventure as well, where you can choose, if you're watching on the recorded YouTube stuff, you can choose through the sequence of choices, because there's a whole bunch of combinations to work through in Cyberpunk 2077. But yeah, some of that is really rough. It's very well written. Like, that game has got some amazing writing to be able to get you in the feels and get you motivated into stuff. Very well done. It's a pity the game was, you know, a bit buggy and not really finished at launch the way it was, but the story and the content is very high quality. You don't need too many feels. Yeah, fair enough. Thanks, but no thanks. But it's impressive, though. It's impressive. You wish out of this jam. Yeah, little glitter jam. Nickname for one of the babies. Alright.
Where am I?
Can I...
The Citadel. It's my home.
Still can't skip any of the dialogue. Well, they really draw this out. Normally you can easily skip dialogue.
I am the catalyst.
Wait until Witcher 3.
The Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
So as a refresher, this AI was created by the Leviathan to find the solution to life, always creating synthetic life and then being destroyed by it. As a result, they created the Reapers that then also turned on the Leviathan and has been doing the harvesting cycle ever since.
To restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive.
Shoot him now, now, now.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
Each Reaper still looks very Reaperish. So the reason it's human, Sparkle Sauce, is it's not really human. So it's effectively an AI that's kind of interfaced with our mind. So we are interpreting it as the kid. And in particular, we're interpreting as this kid, because this is the kid that haunts us from the very start of the game and through the dream sequences ever since. That's why it's a human kid. It is Jimmy. It is a virtual version of Jimmy from the very first episode of Mass Effect 3. Yeah. So it's just the way that the AI, because I'm guessing there's a connection between us and the AI, that's how it's being projected, or it's how Shepard is interpreting it. Can I... There we go. Now I can...
With each, we believe...
Okay, now we can skip through dialogue.
You said that.
Or get to exceed the result. We are like a cleansing new life. I would, in as much.
There's a lot to say.
But our efforts.
I'm.
The flaws of their organic, and I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their.
Without hope, we might as well be
skip.
machines, programmed to do what we're told.
You have hope, more than you think. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us.
So we can destroy the Anderson. Apparently that's what Anderson would do.
But be warned. others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate.
So that will take out all synthetic life.
Even you are partly synthetic.
But the Reapers will be destroyed?
Yes, but the peace
Can't skip
won't
this
last.
dialogue.
Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
So the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can't.
So he definitely was indoctrinated.
You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
But the Reapers will obey me?
Yes. We will be yours to control and direct as you see fit.
Twat voice. Not liking the spooky Jimmy twat voice,
There's
eh?
another solution. Synthesis.
And that is?
This is what we did before.
Add your energy to the crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework. A new DNA.
I don't know.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace?
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life. The path.
And that's why it made sense to me when I played it
But
too.
you have to choose.
And that's why it made sense to us in our last session when we decided. Alright, so there we go. Saving content. Autosave has kicked in, which means I should be able to turn that and manipulate that into another manual save by copying the autosave file. Let's grab the file name for that. Theoretically, this will work. Cool. So now, for the watching the other endings, we should not have to play through all of that dialogue again. Okay. So, we have done synthesis, which I think is the most, I don't know, suitable happy ending. We can do destroy, we can do control, and we can do the hidden ending, which we already know about, which is to shoot this little bastard in the face. So what I'm thinking, now there's already 2 votes and some strong desire to shoot the creepy AI kid who controls the Reapers. So I'm thinking we do that first. I'm thinking we go shoot, next ending we do control, and then finally destroy. I think that's what we go. So synthesis is the perfect ending. I agree. I think that is the perfect ending. However, it may not be the canonical ending based on hints we get in the Mass Effect 4 trailer, which we will look at as well. Alrighty, so here's the plan. We don't like the Reapers, we don't like this AI, we've still got a gun in our hand, and we don't like this little bastard here. We can shoot him in the face.
The cycle continues.
This is what it is. Cycle continues. We make no choice. The Reapers still harvest. Basically, this option is not an ending, but very much a game over. The whole game sets you up to be a self-sacrifice. Yeah, I think it does in a way. Human being happy?
Then there is still hope. Hope that you can avoid the same mistakes we made. We fought the Reapers, but we failed to stop them. We did everything we could. We built the Crucible, but it didn't work. We fought as a united galaxy, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, this is the depressing ending.
Information in this capsule is
Absolutely.
enough to help you before it's too late. My name is Dr. Liara Tasuni. Herein lies the recounting of our war with the Reapers.
Liara's thick. Yeah, she is a bit. Arya T'Loak was super thick. So's Edie. But awesome. Dead kid. So, Tally, you're right. Tally is thicker. That's true. So, in this ending, we did not stop the Reapers. They completed their cycle. They wiped out all intelligent life. But Liara's time capsule that she made lives on and is discovered by, you know, future generations or species in a future cycle. Now, we should be able to skip the credits, and I think is there an after cinematic? Yeah.
Did that all really happen?
We'll never know exactly what it was like, but yes, the archives tell the true story of those who came before us. They fought a terrible war, so we wouldn't have to.
And that's why we have peace.
Yes. Without everything they accomplished, without the information they passed down, we too would be threatened.
What else do we know about the Shepherd?
Just what we have in the archives. But I've only told you a few of the stories.
Can you tell me another one, please?
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
This is implying that Liara's little time capsule actually enabled a future generation, a future cycle to win. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, that's not Liara. That is a future species. So, Vito, you're saying that it's actually the Yogg that discover the time capsule because the Yogg are not regarded as intelligent species by the Reapers, because we did hear, I think earlier in Mass Effect 3, that the Reapers seem to be bypassing the Yogg homeworld, right? Now the Yogg are the really big, scary guys. That was the race that was the Shadow Broker that we fought in Mass Effect 2. Yeah, so it is also sad that Javik, his civilization ties twice. First with his own and then with ours. That's exactly right. That's pretty depressing. So yeah, that ending is a bit anticlimactic. That was like a hidden ending. I don't even know if that was added until... That might not have been there until they did the extended cut, perhaps. I'm not sure on that. Tonight is hitting the feels way more than the other night, you reckon? Look, it hits in the feels a bit, but I don't find it as bad because this time, you know, we've kind of been through the pain already. And here we are, we don't have to go through all the other stuff again. But before we go down this path, any other thoughts or comments on that ending? It's kind of satisfying to shoot the guy at the kid in the face, take down the AI in this regard, but we didn't actually defeat it. But a future cycle does defeat the Reapers, which is still credited as being thanks to Shepard and Shepard's efforts as part of the time capsule that Liara buries somewhere, which is apparently discovered by the Yogg. And then I'm assuming the Yogg weren't the most dominant species at the time, because the Yogg are pretty dickish in our time, and that was not a Yogg-looking person. So Sparkle Sauce, you said the next game isn't based on the perfect ending of Synthesis. Yeah, well, we don't actually know yet, but we will come to that. But it's not clear, but it's probably not based on Synthesis. This is the problem. I don't think they ever intended on really doing a Mass Effect 4. It was written as a trilogy. From the start, it was always going to be a trilogy, but it was written as a well-connected trilogy. Andromeda is off to the side. It's like a spin-off. But it looks like they're trying to do Mass Effect 4, which I haven't watched the trailer for yet, so we'll have a look at that soon. Are we ready for the next ending? Are we ready to crack on with what happens next? I reckon most people do the Synthesis ending as well, like we did. You feel like there is a lot of hints throughout the game that Shep dies at the end. I don't know that there's a lot of hints, but I certainly expected it when I played it. I kind of expected that Shep would not survive. Especially when you start going through the pretty hardcore dire shit in London to try and get to that beam, and then when you get through the beam and you're in this shape. Yeah. So you reckon Mass Effect 4 is going to be from the last Stargazer cycle? So you reckon from the perspective of those Stargazers in the aftermath? Sparkle Sauce, you definitely saw the hints. Well, you probably did. You are very insightful with these things. Vito, you always do destroy since the extended cut came out. Yes, and we'll cover in a moment, or after this ending, we'll cover why I think that is that you do that. Elven Despite Destroy. I actually want to do Destroy last, and I'll show you why, because I think it leads into something. So I want to do Control first. Because then Destroy will take us into looking at something else. Yeah, because it's possible, or it's hinted at, that Destroy is probably the lead into Mass Effect 4. You're not ready for Edie to die, I know. I know, Edie and Jeff, and even Legion, or Legion and Paper Legions. Alright, so we step in. Are we ready? Let's control the Reapers. This is what the Elusive Man wanted to do. Can it really work? Can this actually succeed? Control terminal. How do we use it? We just grab a hold of it? I think we still die for this one, right? The heartache is real, yeah. Grab a hold. After all the endings, please end on Synth One again to leave us with the happies. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Rabbit Shep, take control. Oh, Anderson. Now they hit the feels. Goddamn feels. Thane. I wonder if you lose other team members along the way, do we get more little snippets like that? Because we've gotten away with the bare minimum. We've gotten away with only the people that really, really have to die. Well, there's Liara, obviously she hasn't died. You'll see all that die. Okay, so if you had a really terrible time in Mass Effect 2 and 3, and everyone died, you'd see little flashbacks to all of them, would you?
All fleets.
Oh.
The Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point.
Come on, Jeff, get out of there.
Disengage and get the hell out of here.
We must leave the system.
Boost out.
Damn it.
Little shade. Big shade. Mighty shade. Oh, I should also be on massive view. Unsmall. So, as the battle carries on and the Crucible's activated, what happens this time? Last time it was a pulse of green and everything got merged. This time I think it's a pulse of blue. There's not enough self-reflection from Shep in the endings. That's true. I guess maybe Shep didn't get the time, wasn't expecting it. Alright, so we've got a pulse of blue zappiness hitting the Reapers. And they take off and everyone cheers. Alright. But the husks. Here comes the flash. The husks all back away and run off. Interesting. Everyone runs off. Well, there's a mod you can put on for Shep to be saved and picked up by the Normandy. Really? Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Has it been updated for Legendary Edition? That's the question. Oh, did that break the relay? Because in all of these endings, the energy is bounced through the entire relay system. But did that break that relay? Or did it just consume the energy there? That's interesting. Called the Happy Ending mod, and yes, it's updating. Alright, Vito. I think that might be what we're doing shortly. Alright, everyone's pretty happy. I would be pretty happy too. Even the Krogan are happy. Yeah, link would be handy. Otherwise, if it's just on Nexus mods, I'll grab it. Jeff's trying to outrun the pulse, but he will not. Oh, so that's right. The Normandy still crashes, right? In all the endings, Jeff crashes the Normandy onto a planet. Before, we saw that the leaves were all green and circuit-like, like for synthesis, merged with synthetic life. Yeah, normal leaves, exactly. But shit, still not too bad. Jeff still in fighting form. Unscathed or unchanged. Kind of a pretty world. Although mountainous. Where's Edie? Yeah, where's Edie, right? Oh, nowhere to be seen. Oh, there she is. Hey, there she is. She's fine.
Eternal. Infinite.
Ooh.
Immortal.
I haven't seen this.
The woman I was used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I understand the full extent of her sacrifice. Through her death, I was created. Through my birth, her thoughts are freed. They guide me now. Give me reason. Direction. Just as she gave direction to the ones who followed her. The ones who helped her achieve her purpose.
Big Ben's still standing.
Now my purpose.
Jack's still going, teaching students. It looks like it did destroy the mass relay, but the Reapers were now under control and rebuilding it.
To give the many hope for a future. To ensure that all have a voice in their future.
Baby Krogans. Oh.
The woman I was knew that she could only achieve this by becoming something greater.
Steps guiding them to rebuild.
There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing the strengths of your enemy. I will rebuild what the many have lost. I will create a future with limitless possibilities.
It's a big
I will
claim.
protect and sustain. I will act as guardian for the many.
Legion.
And throughout it all,
Warden.
I will never forget.
And the helmet.
I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves, so that the many could survive.
So you'd hate to be in that never-ending form? You'd probably agree, depending on what the existence entails. Continuous torture and infinite. It may not be torture, but it might be boring and infinite, which could be torturous. Here we are on the board.
And I will watch over the ones who live on. Those who carry the memory of the woman I once was. The woman who gave up her life to become the one who could save the many.
And the music still gets you, doesn't it? It still hurts, I know, right? It's still in the feels. Oh, poor Liara, that's true. I mean, I think Liara would be proud, but still. I mean, Liara's had Shepard die twice now. The second death. I think we're coming back from this one. Alright, ship repaired and away they go. What did the Stargazers say this time? Human.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
Oh, yes.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
You need coffee. Make it an Irish coffee. Yeah, so thanks for reminding us. That's voiced by Buzz Aldrin, which is awesome. They got so many good voices in this game. All right, so I mean that ending's not terrible, because the Reapers, I guess, get turned into a guardian force, something positive for the galaxy there on out, controlled by Shepard, assuming that the new AI Shepard doesn't get compromised or corrupted in some way. Yes. Yeah, so the Stargazer, the old guy who just spoke before, that's voiced by Buzz Aldrin, the real Buzz Aldrin. Was he the second man to walk on the moon with Neil Armstrong? That guy. Buzz Lightyear. No, he sounds very different. That's Tim Allen. Very different voice. Yeah, look, this one, I think it's not as good as Synthesis. It's obviously better than the cycle continues and game over. But there's still elements of the sads. But ultimately, I think there's some sadness in all these endings. You imagine Shep coming to Liara with a cyber body like Edie. Well, that's true. It depends on how much of Shep is preserved in the AI, right? How Shep is the new Shep. Yeah, it's one step over the game over, yeah. Hey Liara, you want to fly with me? Let's go, babe. Ooh, jetpacks and everything. It is true. There's nothing that could really stop Shep from doing that, but it depends on how much Shepard is left, and it's not really the real Shepard, maybe, so maybe Liara wouldn't be into it? Don't know. Alright, so we've explored the other endings. Get to infinity and beyond. I reckon the ending we're about to tackle is probably the one that has more feels involved. We'll wander over here. You have much more genuine glass. You're ready to start weeping into your cat. Yeah, so this is the destroy. Destroy the Reapers. Destroy also other synthetic life, though. Teddy is here and you will squeeze him. And he will be confused. He will not know what the hell going on. I mean, the way this music plays too, this is really well done. This really sets the scene. It's gonna hurt more than your tattoos. Well, I reckon this is probably one of the more sadder endings, actually. I mean, synthesis, alright, noble sacrifice, noble cause. Everyone evolves, control, yeah, it's not too bad. The one where Shep just gives up, obviously that's not great, but that's like a half ending, but here we go. Very climactic music, it is, right? It is. So Sparkle Sauce Teddy's perpetually confused, so it's standard for him. Oh, okay, fair enough. So the cat's always confused. What's a little more confusion? All right. So, the battle rages on out there. Let's end it. Let's destroy the Reapers. Pew, pew, pew! Oh, there's the AI. Done. Oh, now Edie has a clip because she dies too. Oh, Liara. Oh yes, how lovely Liara. And Shep dies too. Maybe. There's some big explosions taking place.
All fleets. The Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
There is no choice. We must go now.
Oh, so Javik steps in. No Edie. I wouldn't thought that Edie's affected yet. The blast hasn't hit them yet. Has it? The Edie should still be around until this blast hits. And there's a little design flaw there. Because this blast is what destroys synthetic life. And for now, Jeff is still outrunning it. The Normandy has not been hit yet. Boom. It's all the Reapers in the galaxy. Here's the fight again, as the destroy option is chosen from the Crucible. Let's see what happens here, because this time we should see all the Reaper forces get destroyed instead of changed. Oh, Big Ben still survives. Okay, the blast has waved through, and red sparkles. Oh, and they just tip over. They don't blow up, they just tip over. Happy? What's this thing gonna do? Man, this music. Very brutal. Here comes the blast wave, and humans are fine, and the husks are missing. Where are they? They're just gone. Now the blast gets sent off through the mass relay systems. And the Citadel looks like it blows up. Oh yeah, it hits the mass relay, which will, I think, shoot it to the next one and blow up. Yep, so mass relay destroyed. Yep. Red blast all over the galaxy. Sorry, happy too. So it's all very similar clips, but this time, yeah, the Reapers are dead. This is again where Jeff's trying to outrun the blast, but ultimately unsuccessful in doing so. Red blast wave. This wave hitting the ship, it should be what destroys Edie. Not her just missing before. Alright, what's the damage here, Jeff? Crash landed. Leaves are pretty standard. Organic life is untouched. Is Jeff going to be sad? Don't know. I'm sort of interested to see. What's the deal, Jeff? Stepping out, dazed and confused. I'm guessing Edie just doesn't step out. He's probably confused too. I mean, you wouldn't know why Edie suddenly fell over. Different planet? No, I think it's the same planet each time. Yeah, I think it's always the Normandy crashes on a nearby planet. The same planet, no matter the ending. Oh, Jeff smiled. Yeah, so Javik steps out, but no Edie. Now, who does the voiceover then? Let's see. Javik do the voice.
The war is over.
Hackett.
The Reapers have been defeated. Against all odds, and in the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known, we survived.
Mass relays broken.
We suffered many losses. The relays are severely damaged, but we won. This victory belongs to each of us. Every man, woman, and child. Every civilization. On every world.
This looks the same. Oh, there's Zaid this time. Kicking back with a beverage.
Now, as we take our first steps toward restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win.
Again, babies.
This wasn't a victory by a single fleet, a single army, or even a single species. If this war has taught us anything, it is that we are at our strongest when we work together. And if we can put down our grievances long enough to stop something as powerful as the Reapers, imagine what we can achieve now that they are defeated. It will take time, but we can rebuild everything that was destroyed. Our homes, our worlds, our fleets and defenses, all of this and more.
Ah, so the beam from London to the Citadel.
We can build a future greater than any one of us could imagine.
Still there.
A future paid for by the sacrifices of those who fought and died alongside us. A future that many will never see.
There's the flaming helm. So yes, technology still works. Even virtual intelligence still works, like Glyph and Avena and stuff. But truly evolved AI synthetic life, like the Geth and Edie, they are destroyed. Yeah, Edie's name on the wall. Poor Edie. Poor Jeff. Edie was awesome. Yep, Edie's name is there up on the left. Upper left is where Edie sits because it's alphabetical order.
Ahead of us. We can face them together.
Vito, get the flaming helmet as a tattoo. So you were considering it, right?
And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
It's still rough. Still rough. This is, I reckon, in many ways, this is one of the sadder endings, because there's a lot that was lost as a result. But this is what's different. Wait for it. This ending, assuming you get all the forces high enough and strong enough, this ending hints that Shepard didn't die. Shepard's lived. So that's interesting. And that's why it may be the canonical ending, which we'll also delve into shortly. But did they stick the thing up there? They might have, because they're on a different planet. And they may not, if Shepard survives and gets up, the Normandy crew may not be aware for some time. So she only holds it. Ah, so you don't see her stick it up this time, was it? I didn't notice. I wasn't paying enough attention to that. I didn't think to look for it. Okay, so she was holding it and they were gathered around, but they didn't actually stick it up. Okay. Good to know. Alright, what do we say this time, Stargazers?
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but
Alright, so this is the same too.
One more story.
Thanks for coming along, Elvin. Hope you have a good afternoon, morning, day, whatever. Yes, so thank you, Vito. So Vito knows a lot about this game and knows the details, right? So Vito, it cuts away before Liara sticks the name on the wall. That's a good thing to notice. I didn't actually notice that. Good pickup. Oh, and there's 2 moons. That's a good point. So that was a different planet as well. That's not Earth. It's not Earth that the Stargazer's on, right? Yeah, good note, Vito. Right, so that loads back here. Now, this ending, so it's still possible if you don't pick all the right choices and get a strong enough fleet, that Shepard will still die for this ending. Originally, in the original game with the original endings, which were the 3 endings before the extended cut, I think Shepard still dies. I could be wrong, Vito, you might know the difference, but now with the extended cut, which was released a little while after the first game, the first round of the game, and it's all bundled into the Legendary Edition here, and with a strong enough force and enough choices made throughout the trilogy, it's implied that Shepard did not die in that blast. Shepard took a breath of air. Yeah, so what does that mean next? Because they've still got to do a lot of rebuilding in the galaxy. Yeah, so it's before they redid them. There was a lot of controversy. That's right. So basically, a lot of fans kind of got a lot of nerd rage on the original endings in this, which prompted EA and BioWare to go and make the extended cut, which has those little narration sequences that's either voiced by Hackett or Edie or whatever, which I think did make it better. I don't think I had seen these extended cuts, so that was kind of cool to see. Even with the original endings though, and when I played it back in 2013 or 2014, I think it was 2013. I played Synthesis, and although sad to see the trilogy finish, I kind of expected that Shepard wouldn't make it, and that still seemed like the most positive, outcome out of everything in the end. There was a lot of controversy because they were all the same, only different colors. Yeah, that's right. So the endings were very bland, not much difference. Now at least the extended cut, there's more stuff you can see as the consequences of the ending, so that's good. So you hate that ending? That's fair. I kind of agree with you. I'm not a fan of that ending either. The Reapers are blown up. Yep, sure, happy with that. But all the Geth are killed, as are other AI life forms. So really has set the stage for AI to be created again and then turn on their creators once again, right? Or at least if the Geth live and Edie live and these other ones live, at least they're, allied with organic life. They're partnered with organic life. They're not going to, they set a good example, right? Yeah, Synth is definitely the most positive ending, for sure. Yeah, nothing, changes nothing, Edie dies, the cycle of AI war continues. Well, possibly, yeah. Alright, so let's have a look at the Mass Effect 4 trailer. We jump back to... this display's okay. The worst one to choose to continue with, yeah, I know, right? Well, it's the only one that hints that Shepard survives. So Mass Effect 4 trailer. So this is... if we put it on here... go back to normal view. So I haven't seen this trailer. I've seen a snippet, which is where there's people have posted either GIFs or screenshots elsewhere, but I don't think I've watched the proper trailer, so this is going to be interesting. Sparkle Sauce is angry, sulking in your tears. Oh, sorry to hear. Too many feels. Too brutal. Unsmall, yep, we're unsmalled. Okay, let's give this a crack. Hopefully it works. Yep.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched.
Roger, copy. Eagle Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Ventura Station. Unknown vessel approaching. We need first contact protocols.
Humanity now stands as partners in the galaxy.
Hawk 6 is away. Godspeed.
I think they're voice recordings from... Oh, that's a Reaper flashback. Aftermath.
We've lost contact. Do not be meetings all across space.
I'm not showing us a lot, is it? It is good sound, isn't it? Great sound. There you go. So that's the teaser trailer for... No, don't play anything else. That's the teaser trailer for Mass Effect 4, which is still a couple of years away at least, right? So what we've played through here is at the start, we hear radio, I think, seems to be we're hearing radio interactions from like the Eagle has landed on the moon and all that sort of stuff. Then it sounds like when humans went to Mars and discovered, which then what led to the discovery of the Prothean ruins, the Prothean archives, and Element Zero. Then it sounds like there's something about first contact protocols. So then it sounds like a recording from when humans first encountered another species. And then I think it seemed to cut through, not long after that, we could then see all the debris from the Reaper Wars and everything, as well as the news reports as to, human beings, joined on the galaxy, etc. So yeah, such a tease. The rest of the trailer is $25. Yeah. Well, is it EA? Yeah, I think it is still EA, so that's probably still about right. Yeah. So one of them was the first contact war with the Turians. Cool. Yep. So that's when the humans went through the mass relay into the edge of another part of the galaxy, activated another dormant relay, which Turians on patrol spotted and then attacked the human vessel because it's illegal to activate dormant relays. Because when the Solarians did that, they unleashed the Rachni on the galaxy. The Turians didn't know that the humans had never been here before and didn't know that other species existed. So Turians attacked the vessel, the humans retaliate, wiped out the Turian vessel, and then I think there was a war that lasted not very long with not many casualties, but nonetheless the first contact war occurred. And that was human beings' welcome into the intergalactic scene was fighting with the Turians. But then they became best friends with the Turians as part of the alliance, and the Normandy was a Turian-human joint cooperative effort to build. So what's the next game about? We don't know. It's definitely set in the future. How far in the future, we don't know. That appears to be Liara probably on Earth, picking up the remains or the pieces from Shepard's armor, which was implied, as well as assuming that Shepard survived the first one, and Liara has also smiled in this instance as well. So maybe she has hope that Shepard is still alive. Now, yeah, so the N7 armor piece is, yeah, Shepard's N7 armor, I think is what it's implied. If you look close at it, she's got wrinkles around her eyes and mouth. So that's right, it's implied that Liara is older. Now, Asari typically can live roughly up to 1,000 years. So this could be a couple hundred years later. This could be, 500 or 600 years later. If I remember correctly, Mass Effect Andromeda is a 600-year journey, I think. You're on a ship. We'll find out when we start playing it tomorrow. But you're on a ship that's, I think, on a 600-year journey. So it's possible that Mass Effect 4 kicks in both after Andromeda and Mass Effect 3, because Liara could still be alive 500 or 600 years later. Very possible. Yeah, sexy older lady, exactly. You're on it. So Vito, Mass Effect 4 is confirmed, is it, that it's 600 years in the future? It's definitely, or is it still rumor at this stage? That's what I'm curious about. Because I think we're still left guessing, right? But yeah, she would definitely be in her matriarch stage, lived many lifetimes. That is true, because, humans in this timeline live on average 150 years. So Andromeda is 600 years in the future. Yep. Yeah, because I think the Andromeda voyage started in this time frame, right, roughly, and went for 600 years. And they did that so they could avoid all the storyline of Mass Effect trilogy when they made it. So Liara is looking for her equally elderly love. I don't know, because if it is 600 years in the future, Shepard will be dead. Will have died of old age. Unless Shepard is frozen in the ice or something, a bit like a Steve Rogers Captain America deal. I don't know. GGG MILF. That's a great grandmother. I'd like to... Wow. Nice one, Chris. Not a MILF, not a GILF, but a MILF. Alright, so the planet that she was on had 2 moons. I didn't spot that, actually. That was the moons. Yeah, you're right. And it looks very close, so... Not Earth, then. How would Shep be there, given that Shep was in the battle over Earth? Unless something weird happened. Watch the mud hopper landing. Oh, okay. Oh, Reaper sound.
We've lost contact.
We've lost contact. So is that the Andromeda Galaxy? And now we're looking into the... Oh no, it's part of our galaxy. Yeah, there's planets that aren't that far apart here, right? Yeah, you raise a good point. Shep got thrown in the blast to another planet, perhaps. So, okay, she still could be in our solar system though, right? All through the relays, you reckon? Okay. Yeah, and okay, if we go back here, hang on, go back. If we pause... Yeah, there are lines in Liara's face. So it's a smile still, so happy. But yeah, lines in her face, interesting. So yeah, she does appear to be older, but it's still hard to tell, Sari, because even when they're 1,000 years old, they still don't look much older, right? Alright, so Vito says Shepard was thrown through the relays as part of the blast before the relays got destroyed. One thing that I'm not sure on is whether the relays got rebuilt, because they were originally built by the Reapers and they're not easily built. Yeah, it's hard to say how old she is. Yeah, cool. So that's all we know. That's all we know about Mass Effect 4. So it's possible that it's the Destroy ending. Well, it's kind of implied that it probably is the Destroy ending, because through here we have all the destroyed Reaper debris and destroyed relay. But we'll have to see. Maybe they do some sort of weird time thing, like how Elder Scrolls do time warps, or warps in the West, or dragon... They call it dragon warps, where both timelines happened and then just remerged again. I wonder if Shep just frozen here otherwise. Watch Liara walking up the hill. Ah, yes. Wow, you've really studied it. Vito, if Vito is the man, Because this is what I've read about. I haven't seen it until now, but this is what I've read about. This is a, can you see my mouse, hopefully? This is a dead Reaper on this planet. Yes, exactly. So this implies the destroy ending. Unless it's a controlled Reaper that's been parked, or some Reapers were still destroyed during the war before Shep did the ending. So still technically possible that the destroy ending was not enacted. But it is heavily implied that yes, this is probably going to be the destroy ending. But it's hard to know, right? It's fun to speculate, but ultimately we don't know the answer. But yeah, very cool. It's cool to see Liara again, right? It's still awesome seeing Liara. I love Liara so much. It's a dragon. It's a crossover to Dragon Age once again. All right. But what I wanted to have a look at. Sparkle Sauce. Your only big gripe. Only big gripe. No Shep positive affirmations with the endings, like when she dies and stuff. She had no thoughts. No famous Shep speeches. Nothing to make you feel inspired. After 3 entire games of inspiration self-reflected in the pinnacle of the game, she just means nothing. Yeah, that's true. All of the, I guess all of the commentary or introspective comes from everyone else who Shep influenced. They speak about Shep. They speak on Shep's behalf. But yeah, Shep not able to do it themselves, except for when they're turned into that AI consciousness as part of the control ending. But she gave it all. That's the motivation you need. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, and all of your points are completely valid. And this is why it's such a weird thing, right? Because the trilogy itself, in my opinion, is one of the best, well-written pieces of storytelling or literature or media of all time. It's well written in the characters, the story arc, the consistency, the consequences that can flow through, the involvement that you then have in making those decisions and contributing to those consequences, really sucks you in. And I think this kind of media sucks you in harder than it does for the likes of, you know, books and TV shows and whatever else. Books and TV shows and movies are also still awesome in their own right. Same thing with poetry and plays and whatever else. But this, I obviously am biased because I'm a gamer. We play these games together. I find this sucks you in more, so you're more bought into it. And so these kind of endings hit you harder because you are so more invested in what's going on. And this is why there were so many people that were not happy with the end result for the original version of the trilogy, right? Yeah. So you get it's true, you don't get closure. Look, even though you still feel a bit rough at the end of it, I still consider this, so far, my favorite trilogy, my favorite game series of all time because of the epic journey and the ride that you go through it. Yeah, and originally, to Vito's point, originally it was meant to be wrapped up into one package. There was never meant to be originally any plans for future games, but because of the demand and the success of the trilogy, they made Andromeda, which Andromeda also didn't do as well as everyone, well, as they'd hoped, because it's a different story, different characters, but also had really high expectations to live up to. And a whole bunch of technical difficulties because they changed engines, and the new engine is better for combat and driving and stuff, but not as good for expressions and storytelling of faces, apparently. We'll go through it, we'll find out. So they made Andromeda through fan cry-out, really. So fans demanded another game, and then they made Andromeda, and then the fans have gone, no, that's shit. Do it again. So Moon, welcome, good morning. We've just gone through the other endings of the official trilogy, and we've just looked at the Mass Effect 4 trailer. We'll have a look at the Mass Effect Andromeda trailer in a minute. And Sparkle Sauce cried each time. Fortunately, I still feel the feels, but I'm not as upset as the first time I played it, not as upset as when we went through it the other day, and still not as upset as when I went through the rough endings in Cyberpunk as well. Oh man, that still wrecked me more. And Grizz, damn you nerds, making us get another one of your sweet ass cash. Yeah, nerds making them make more games to shut up and take my money. So Vito, there's no character creation and backstories were nowhere near as good in Andromeda. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, we'll go through that. So with the Mass Effect series, I had played it before and I had some memories as to some stuff that happened, so I had a little bit of a guiding hand as to how I was going to try and bundle up the episodes. I'd also found a few articles that gave some guidance. I'm going to try and see if I can find some similar articles for guidance for Mass Effect Andromeda for order of doing things and how to bundle it up. So we got sort of nice, neat streams that tell like a little chapter at a time. I'll try and work through that. Anyone who's familiar with it, like Vito, really love you to be part of the stream so you can also help shape the destiny of what we do. That would be great. So for Moon, for the as for endings of the original Mass Effect, they originally were going to end it in a different way. What was the other way that they were going to go with Moon? That's something I haven't heard before. Meanwhile, everyone else is coping with things like gin and snacks. Vito, when you can, you'll be here. That'll be fantastic. Don't worry, completely understand that not everyone can attend all sessions all the time. But I really love it when you are able to come along. But it's to come along to have fun. It should not feel like work, so do not feel obliged to do anything. Same goes for everyone else who tunes in. So, we'll just have fun together and explore.
We dream.
So Moon, they thought about using an ending with dark energy. Oh, okay. Would that have changed anything? Or would that have had different outcomes? Dark energy. Sparkle Sauce, you're obliged to be here. That's right, no escape for you. We go full screen on here. Yeah, Moon. That's not what you told me. You said you'd fire me if I didn't turn up to be your friend. That's right. Well, that's part of the friend contract that we have. You just have to show up to all of my things, being it streams, birthday parties, whatever, Grizz. It's a special deal. You can't get out. So Moon, using a development from that thing with the star where we find Tali in Mass Effect 2. Ah, so Mass Effect 2, that's the star for Haestrom, right? Their planet Haestrom, that is, was interfered with. So the Reaper-controlled Geth had interfered using dark matter in the star there. That's right, I forgot about that. Haestrom, yeah. Where the sun, basically, if you stood in the sun, you got burnt. You got set on fire. So not sure what they did, but it was the idea. Then they scrapped it. Okay, well, that would have been an interesting throwback. See what they do. Yeah, I mean, the Reapers also... Well, they go to dark space. That doesn't really... Yeah, they don't really do much with dark matter, right? Yeah, it's all about element 0 for the Mass Effect fields. Yeah, okay. Yes, Sparkle Sauce has had the dedication of watching the streams even whilst in a hospital bed with a new baby. Commitment! That's the commitment we need from everyone. Well, thank you for putting the effort in when you did, Sparkle Sauce. We love you. Yeah, so we're talking about the dark matter ending, yeah. Or possible dark matter ending. Dedication or obligation. That might be what they use in the next Mass Effect. Ooh, good point. They could. Let's have a look at the Mass Effect Andromeda trailer. So this is the launch trailer for Andromeda. I haven't seen this because I know very little about Andromeda apart from we're in the Andromeda galaxy after a 600-year voyage or something. Let's take a look.
We dream of exploring the unknown, discovering what lies beyond.
The entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust. We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up. Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this, see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying.
Different music.
No way this is home.
That's why I'm here, exploring the unknown.
Who are these guys?
Visitors just like us.
Oh, get her on the shuttle now!
Nice work, kid.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me.
Meridian is mine.
He has access!
No more mercy. Kill them all.
I'm only human. Made a mistake. I'm only human. All it takes is to put the blame on me.
New home.
I'm only human after all.
In the Andromeda Galaxy.
After all, don't put the blame.
Soundtrack's pretty good, right? Banging tunes.
First wave of arcs arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity.
Ooh, alright. Interesting. Soundtrack is definitely kicking. Well, we'll have to check that out. Just remember though, don't be distracted by soundtracks, because I think Fallout 76 they used what was it? Country Roads, right? That was Fallout 76, is that correct? And Fallout 76 was a fucking nightmare. So you're the only one hating the soundtrack? I think you are, Sparkle Sauce. I think you are the only one. They say bad things about Fallout 76. Yeah, right. Alright, so we look at, what was this mod? So Mass Effect 3 Happy End mod. Ooh, this is on Nexus. Happy Ending mod. But this is not Legendary Edition. A veto. Oh, it's only for the original. Ah, balls, so we can't play it. Well, maybe we can... No, I can't. I also can't steal someone else's video and stream a YouTube video. Trailers I can restream, that's fine, because that's sort of public distribution. But I was going to say, maybe we could watch someone else play it on the thing, but no, I don't think we can. Yeah, people have Googled it. Suggested, there we go, people are asking for it. Have a look here or anything. It didn't get any error message. Won't work on Legendary. Alright, so it looks like we can't do the mod. Oh, damn it. God dang it. Yes, so can't do that. Damn it, Vito, you gave me hope. That looks awesome. Oh, I'd love to do another mod playthrough for a different thing. Someone explain to me, like the real time, what Andromeda is about. Well, we'll just have to go through and play it. But effectively what I think is some arcs or vessels or one or multiple, I'm not sure, Vito will correct, sent from our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, on a, I think it's a 600-year journey, like in cryostasis or just in stasis, into the Andromeda galaxy to find other worlds and whatever else, and we wake up there. Something goes wrong, don't know what, or assume something goes wrong, or we're there and we're just trying to find other worlds to settle on, so we can then wake up the rest of the travelers to then establish a colony and whatever else. That's, I think, the basis of it. 4 arcs. All right, thanks, Vito. So there were 4 arcs. I'm guessing we are from one of those arcs. Or some of the arcs are lost. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll start playing it and we'll see what happens. So the trailer told you nothing other than the new music director is a waste of time. And they are lost. You've got to find the other arcs. Okay, thank you, Vito. So the arcs have arrived in Andromeda Galaxy. The other arcs are lost. We must find them. So I believe we play a character called Ryder. I don't know if it's Commander, Rider, or what, but we had Commander Shepard in Mass Effect. So Shepard is shepherding and bringing everyone together like a shepherd. Rider is an explorer, searching, exploring, looking for worlds to settle, and looking for the other lost arcs to bring together as well. Cool. See, Vito's the man. He's got all the info. Legend. Thank you very much. All right. So since we can't get a copy of the happy ending mod for Mass Effect for the Legendary Edition, I can't do much more with that. But we are probably at the end of our session, I think. I don't think there's much else we can do. If we want, we can play through the synthesis ending again. If you need a little bit of semi-happy closure to end it all. So if we want to, we can take that path. Vito, you'll post a video on Discord. That's a great idea. Thank you very much. And please know we're not going to do the other ending. That's fine. That's fine. We won't do the other ending. So speaking of, yeah, that's okay. we won't play through any more endings. That's fine. So Vito's going to put some video links on Discord. That'll be great. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, also check out Vito's stream if you haven't already. Check out Vito's profile on Twitch. Vito also streams the Mass Effect trilogy, as well as it looks like Truck Simulator and a few other things like that. So check out his stream as well, and thank you very much for coming along, Vito. Moon, who's also in the audience, probably on her way to work, hopefully not battling the subway yet. Check out Moon Alaya's channel as well. She streams the same kind of games that we do, but at a very different time of at a very different time of the day. But she tackles the role-playing games from BioWare and Bethesda like we do. So check out her stuff. She also does community games as well, where she tries to do Jackbox games with audience members and friends and so forth. So that's worth checking out. Since we're talking about Discord, let me paste in the links. If you haven't come along, please check out my Patreon page. Check out our Discord server. Links are in the chat, and I keep bumping the microphone, sorry. Links are also in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. So what we're going to do, Sparkle Sauce, is because I wanted to give Andromeda a sort of a good focus and a fresh palette. We'll probably end the stream early tonight here. Tomorrow night, we'll crack on with Mass Effect Andromeda. We'll explore what that's like, and we'll launch into that next story, I guess. And Vito's just posted something into the general chat. Awesome, on Discord. Thank you very much. Cool. So yeah, I mean, theoretically, I mean, if the writing is not as strong in Andromeda as it was in Mass Effect 3, theoretically, there's not as much hurty feels for us to go through. But it also means not as many highs and awesome moments too, right? But we'll find out. Yeah. Yes, and that's the thing too, right? It's over. I mean, the other games we've played have been very, a lot more modular. Yeah, we've been playing the Mass Effect series, I think, for 3.5 months now. Is that what we've done, approximately? To sort of get through to here. That's a long endeavor that we've been through. And it's a massive investment. It's a big emotional investment, right? Which is why I think the endings hit even harder. I mean, if you just had, like, you know, if it was just Mass Effect 3 and you sort of crammed everything into that, it wouldn't hit as hard. But because we've been on this journey, yeah, it hits hard, right? So less feels is good. You kind of want some feels, but not an overload of feels. And we get an overload of feels at the end of, or sort of all the way through Mass Effect 3, but especially at the ending, right? Yeah, no more Shep, no more Joker. Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Those are sharp endings, hey? It's very dangerous. Those edges are sharp. Yeah, I'm going to miss Joker. Joker was amazing. I have no idea who plays some of the characters in Mass Effect Andromeda. I guess we'll see if we can identify anyone as we go through. But I'm guessing the cast is not as big. But I've always wanted to play Andromeda, so there's no better time to play it now. Whilst we're sort of going through our Mass Effect phase. Mass Effect Andromeda, I think, is a bit longer than Mass Effect 3. But it's not as long as the whole trilogy, obviously. So we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, Joker, my man. Ah, we love Joker. Why don't you feel like you have closure? Well, I think you're just like every other person who's played Mass Effect. So even me, who I was relatively okay with the endings, the closure is still not quite there. So I agree with you. There's still not quite the closure. Maybe something will carry forth in Mass Effect 4. Maybe that'll deliver some more happies and some closure feelings. I don't know. There's a lot of expectations put on Mass Effect 4. I'm trying not to have high expectations because ultimately then you just get let down. But yeah, I mean, ultimately you don't get the endings or the closure with Shep that you want. But in the end too, I mean, it's difficult to write an ending that everyone's going to love that also fits with the story and makes sense. They probably could have made it to be happier somehow, but yeah, I mean, just because it's a sad ending doesn't mean it wasn't a good story, right? So Vito, you hope Mass Effect 4 delivers on that note? Yeah. Yeah, no pressure Mass Effect 4, but get on it and sort it out. You hope Liara isn't the only one still around. Well, Rex could still be around because Krogan lived for a while, but also Rex is already old to start with. But also, as far as I understand it, no one really knows how old Krogan can get to because they never really die of old age. Something always kills them. I think that's how I understand it. So Rex could still be there. Yeah, Rex is 1400 or 1400. Wow, that's so old. Oh, wow. So anyway, but he theoretically could still be there. Perhaps. Sad endings are fine, but you still need something. You still need some kind of closure point, right? You still need something to sort of carry on, hold the torch. Well, I wonder if there's... no, there wouldn't be any references to Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda. We don't even know where the timelines, if they overlap in parallel or afterwards, right? Maybe Grunt. Oh, that's true. Grunt could still be around. Yeah. Story-wise, it's like a writer adjusting their plot to suit fans. It can. That's true. If you play into the fan demands too much, or fan satisfaction or whatever, it can actually wreck the story and turn out worse. Yes. And baby Rex is called Shepard. The actual baby Rex. Yeah, well, there's Grunt as well, and then actual baby Rex. Yeah. Yeah, disappointing. Somewhat that if they go down the destroy route, that would mean that AI like Edie, who could still be around, or the Geth, or remnants of Legion or something, they could all be still be around, but yeah, no chance for that. So it's going to be somewhat of a clean slate, I'm guessing, apart from at least Liara. Yeah. You think if Shep had a speech at the endings, you would be okay? Yeah, that's true, actually. I think that would be a good addition, is to have some sort of Shep monologue talking about how it's the right thing, how Shep is happy with the choice, how Shep has succeeded and saved everyone. Good point. That could have gone a long way. That could have been a good way for him to do it. But unfortunately, that's not what we get. That's not what we get. Oh, that's right. And Vito. Yeah, Vito's on it. Eve, who was the female Krogan, she said the first baby was going to be called Morden. Actually, well, that's what Rex told us, right? Towards the end of Mass Effect 3. Which is also a very fitting name because Morden sacrificed himself to save the Krogan and cure the genophage. So, ultimately, yeah, I guess I'm happy with that too. But she'll pump out lots of babies, so maybe some more of them could be called Shepard. Yeah. Cool. All right. That's probably going to be it for our session tonight. It's an unusual session. I've never done a session like this before with lots of talking and dialogue. This was fun. This was cool talking to you and having a bit of a conversation amongst ourselves, discussing the endings, discussing our thoughts, discussing and hypothesizing what comes next. And apparently my game just crashed. Did it crash? No, it's still there. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, still in. Cool. Yeah, so Sparkle Sauce, Shepard saying I'm doing this because and I feel and blah, 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 would be okay, yeah. But really what you get is nothing and Shep just disappears from our lives. That's true. That is very true. Oh, so sound dropped as well? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, games, maybe it's because I Hadn't touched the controls for so long. It dropped out for a moment. Anyway, there we go. Cool. All right, this was fun. This is a fun experiment. I look forward to doing more of these kind of discussions in other games, in plot points, in endings, and whatever else. Maybe what we can also do is have, you know, another 5 minutes at the end of each stream where we can kind of reflect a bit more on what's going on. We can sort of see what's going on, or what's happening. You're going to be sad in bed now. I'm sorry, Sparkle Sauce. Quick, we need to get a dose of lols. Throw some lols out there. Get some funnies happening. I'll put some memes into the Discord chat if you like. How's that? I'll dump another batch of funny meme pics in there. Well, hopefully you can come along tomorrow night. Hopefully we can start focusing on a new story with some more hope and have a bit of fun with it. We'll see what's going on in the world of Andromeda. It'll be interesting to see, once at the end of Andromeda, what we hypothesize might be coming back or linking back into Mass Effect 4 at that stage too, because it's implied that Mass Effect 4 fits after both of them. There's rumors that it's going to have ties to both of them, however, though they are still unconfirmed. So it's going to be an interesting journey. But that's probably it for now. I'll stop talking and we shall end it here. Next session is the same time tomorrow night on the same medium and the same channel. If you want to see what time it is, check the Twitch profile to see it in your local time zone. It is 7:30 p.m. Eastern Australian Standard Time, and we'll continue on our normal schedule throughout this week. Thank you very much for coming along. Thank you for talking to me and each other. This has been really fun and a nice little experiment from my behalf. Sorry that we re-evoked some of the sads and the feels, but at least we did it together, right? You know, we're experiencing it together, so you know, it all brought us closer. It all brought us closer together, and pain shared is pain halved, or something like that, right? Cool. This has been Nerdedness. I've been Shade. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for coming along. We'll see you tomorrow night, and let's see what happens in the world of Andromeda. Catch you then.